life expectancy, what does that mean to a guy or to a radio station or chief engineer, general manager, whatever? What is life expectancy? What did it mean first? And in the old days, you bought a console, that console was in there for 20 years.
And one of the reasons they could stay there 20 years, because that technology was very easy for the engineering staff, the maintenance staff that was there. You're talking about through-hole components and, you know, socketed ICs and things.
Yeah, but
Any engineer that had the basics down could pull a module out and troubleshoot it and fix it.
yeah.
And I think where part of this whole thing about, well, control surfaces and the digital doesn't last as long is it's not as serviceable by the user as it used to be.
Right.
And
Surface
the
mount components.
concept of, you know, having, you know, you're talking about board level service as opposed to component level service. Well, that's changed. But does it, just because it's that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be any less reliable or isn't going to last as long.
And that's probably where that misperception that you saw on the listserv is coming from, is that they're thinking that, oh, gee, this is a digital thing. It's this year's model, and it's going to be gone in 5 years. But you got to think of it from the point of view of a general manager. Hey, I'm spending a lot of money here. That in advertising dollars, harder and harder to get.
Right.
It's like we spend all this money. That thing's got to last. In fact, in TV stations, there's the exact same thing. I still see them pulling out Wardbecks and some even older Wheatstones. Well, not ADMs. With the old faders that you had the helical control on it. But not only that, even old Wheatstone stuff.
Well, you saw
SP5s,
the Wheatstone that you replaced up in Washington State with an E6.
Oh, yeah.
That SP5 was in there at least 20 years.
Right.
You know, and then on the other end of the spectrum is this computer mentality. You know, like you buy a PC
motherboard.
and a year and a half later, oh, the OS has changed.
You didn't even get it unboxed, and it's already
right.
The next model's out.
Right. So I think everybody realizes that there are computers inside our stuff now. You know.
Everyone's. I mean, it's a digital world driven by software and processors.
Right.
That's really what all the products do. If you want the feature set, that's the hardware model you have to go with.
Right.
You can't do it with logic ICs and op amps anymore. It just can't be done that way.
And I think the thing that people have to realize is that yes, we use microprocessors and gate arrays and
all the digital goodies.
Integral part of our products, but yes, we're still the same company that was building boards that lasted for 30 years.